So we can click here the center, and we try to curve it. So you can curve it to that point, and we click on this and that way. So the essence is to make it look more curvy here at the center, and on this other end I'm going to curve it outwards like this, somewhere around there. Yeah, that is the plan. If you have a point where it is not looking that curvy, you can click on the two lines, then you click on the node and you click on fillet chamfer, and then you fillet by maybe a certain radius. So for instance, if I try by 500, it will look like that. If at a certain point it's not looking that curvy, you can try to do that. And now I can click the whole line, and I just want to drag a copy of it away. So that is Ctrl D. I can drag it away, and I want to make a copy of the same. So you can either perform the how do we call it? I'm forgetting the name. So let's just make a drag copy of the same. And this copy, we're going to do it to be the same as our thickness, which we are using 20. So I'm dragging a copy of it by 20. Okay, then I click on this and I close it. I close it there. Then I'm going to close at the top again. So now you can go to design, then you click on the morph tool, and you have geometry method, different geometry method. You want to go with the polygonal one, and the box as well as the revolved, maybe we'll try to use it later as we progress. I've used this one before a lot of times, especially when I'm supposed to draw something. Like there is a time I was drawing a bulb, I used this one. Also when it comes to the mosque, the mosque, they usually have something on the top which looks a certain way, like elliptical. Yeah, but it is revolved, so it is easier when you use this one to draw such stuff. And for now, so I'm clicking on the polygonal one, and you click on magic wand or spacebar, and you just press once. So then now we can go to 3D, and you can see that we have something here which is not that visible. So let me change its color. I click on it, then Ctrl T. I want to make it to look white. So the white that we created was the year 28. Then I hit OK. So at this point, I just want to, so you have to remember that where you have your section, for instance, in this case my section is here. So where you have your section is where you will draw anything that you're drawing within a section. So whatever is it that I'm drawing within this section will appear where the section is on the floor plan. So that morph tool, that morph that we've just drawn, it appears to be, it is this one here. I'm sure you can see it, but we're going to edit it in 3D. So when you click that morph tool, just try to zoom in closer, and I want to zoom into this side, and I'm orbiting right now. To orbit, you click letter O on your keyboard, then I escape, and here at the middle you can see there is something which shows you that it is the middle. I click there, then you get a lot of options that you can now be able to modify your section, modify your morph. So we want the edge one. This one is called the tube. It's called tube. So we click on tube, and basically what you want to do is more like extruding on if you've used AutoCAD, they call it extrude. AutoCAD, or there is mostly mechanical softwares, they call it extrude. So that is what I want to do. and I want to extrude it to be the same thickness or the same length as that of my wall. Let me show you here first. So I'm using 300 by the way, but I just want to show you what I'm talking about. If I can use the line tool, so we want to extrude it so that it is the length, its length, or is it length or width? It will be from here to this point, which is 300 mm. So get the center and we take it, I even changed, I'm supposed to do this tube by 300, then I hit enter. Just chill. So I'm supposed to see where the 300 is, which is this point. Yeah. Then you right click. Is it right or left? You left click, you click, and you're done. So you can try to modify if you think that your morph tool is not that smooth. You can try to modify segmentation, but for mine I think is okay. You click it, then you go to design and modify morph, then you go to segmentation. Then what you usually want to do is to turn this on off, then you can come and click on it again. You go to design, you modify morph tool, segmentation, and you say double. But mine was already on double, so it looks fine. And now I just want to drag it. So if I come here, you can be able to see it. I click on it, then Control D, and I'm going to drag it to, let me just drag it to the wall so that it touches the wall. That's the first thing. Then we can go to the section, and I will be able to now drag it to position. So I can click it and Control D and move it to position, just there. Then now if we have a look in 3D, that's what we've just drawn. I think you've seen something like this before somewhere. And we want to close this top part so that it is closed, sealed off, not visible. So we go to the section again, and I can drag this line, or I can just drag this line, a copy of it, Control D. So yeah, so then what I want to do, now, when I'm on the section, I come back to the line tool. I want to draw a line from this point to this. Okay, let me begin from this point to here, then we drop the line to here, and we close it to here. Let me click this and this. Let me click from here, this guy, this one, and this, and group them. So Control G. But I've seen again, what I wanted was this side to be just white and not the slab to be seen. I had forgotten about that part. So I think the easiest thing is just to move the wall a little. It will bring something that yeah, I was supposed to draw this slab from this point and not the end. So for now, let me just drag the wall backwards a little by, I think it is to the back to where the end is. So this means that, let me delete this one. I will have to redraw the line that I wanted to be here, so that it is from this point to this and to here. Then we take it to this point. Like you want to draw what we'll use to close, so this part appears like it is closable. You can open and close at the same time. Then I click on it and I can click on this. Let me suspend groups. Let me click on this and then suspend groups and click on this. You hold Control to click multiple things, then click on this and Control Shift plus D. I can move it to here, and because I've suspended groups, I can click this and hold Control and cut out that side. Then what remains, I can come to the Morph tool again and hold Control. You take your mouse to the line and you click. Then I'll come back to the, so you have to know, like the most important thing is to know is you won't be able to change whatever is it that you're drawing here. It won't be possible to change it. You just maybe add a few segments, but you won't change it. Like what I did draw here is what was your thickness. So this was the thickness of the whatever is it that I wanted to draw. So this one there's no way I can be able to change it. It will remain like that. There's no way I'm going to change this. It's going to remain that way. But what you can be able to change is, now if I come to 3D, you can see this is what I have drawn. So I can be able to, there's no way I will change this. It will remain like that. But I can now change from left to right, which is in this case gonna be my thickness. You remember we're using 2020, so I can click at the center and choose this option, and I just want it to be 20. Then I hit enter. Then you chill a little. Once done, like you will see a pen or a pencil, then you click. Now I can click it and Control T and change the text again to be the white that we've been using, which is 28. So this is what we have, and now you will have to move it to position. So you can drag it to, this one is easier to drag it to position. I think it is there, or you can drag it, you can do the dragging from the section as well. So yeah, so far that's what we have. And now I can click this, and you remember I'd made so I've ended the suspension of groups. I click this. Let's create a very small black texture here, a very small thing that will be blacky. So this appears to be a little bit longer, but it's okay. So we just want to create, or can it be like this one was 25, 20, this one was 20, so let's increase it to 40. Let's increase it by 20 again, so it is 40. And this one appears to be, it will be a little longer than usual. I think so. It might be a little bit longer than usual, or unless if I end it then. But we have not even finished. The problem is I take a lot of time to explain, or I do slowly. So again, I've just gone to the Morph tool, the polygonal. I hold space bar, then I click on the line. And we really don't want to change a lot on this. So, and you don't have to move it from the top. You can click anywhere by the, you just have to look to at the center where there is a node. Like at this point I can click on it and change the thickness as well. So I'm going to do 20, but 20 wasn't necessary on this one. Then I hit OK, and I can press Ctrl T, and I'm gonna make it black, or you can make it any other color. Let me make it black but with a new surface, a new anthracite surface, so that maybe when I'm doing visualization I might want to try a few different colors first before I make it to be black or whatever color that I will choose for it later on. Then I'm going to drag it now. This is what I have. I think it is here. Let me just drag it to this point, but we're going to adjust it from the section to that point. So we're going to the section, and here it is. So we click on it, Ctrl D, and I will move it to here. Yeah, then I go to 3D. I want to have something like that on the wall. Then I click everything. Let me group them together. So this one and this one, Ctrl G to group together. Then you go to the section, you click them, then Ctrl Shift plus M. We want to make a mirror copy from the center, which is here. Then we do like that, and we have a mirror copy of the same. So this is what we have so far, so that we will have our TV here at the center. But again, to show you maybe more with a Morph tool, I could do this again. What could I do? So what I can do again is if I click on the line tool, let me draw a line here. I can draw another line at the center. So maybe we could have made them black. I can draw another line here again. There is a center somewhere here, right? I think that is the center. Then we draw a line at the top. Now I want to connect this point to this point. So let me make this one a different color. So we can come to any point they intersect, and we create a new node at any point they intersect. So you choose this option, insert new node. At any point they intersect, I want to insert a new node. Then I now want to curve. I want to make this one to be curvy. So you can decide. So you click on the line and you choose the curve edge. Either you want it to go like this or this. So I think I want it to go like this. I can begin with that radius. It is 826. I hit OK. Then I click on the one at the middle. So it will go like that. 743. I think it looks okay. 748. Then the one at the top. 710. 689. So you just try to look at this point and this point. If it doesn't look curvy, you can just click the node like I showed you. Click on here, and you click and you do fillet the point, then it will turn out to be curvy. So this is what I want to draw. So I'm going to drag this line, Ctrl D, to here. Okay, and I want that line, this line at the top and this line at the middle. Like the essence, if you want to draw, by the way, whenever you're drawing the Morph tool, it is easier to draw it in the section. What was I about to say and I forgot? You have to draw the line of what you want first. It is the same even with a shell tool. You draw the line of what you want. I forgot to drag whatever is it towards here. And it's also better you only drag copies and not like what I've done. If you drag a copy and something remains there, it is easier to drag whatever you have drawn back and place it where it's supposed to be. So I go to Morph again, click on the line, and we hit. So there is a mistake somewhere. So you have a mistake somewhere. So click on this. Let me click this and cut this one. But I have a mistake somewhere. I think the lines, they have I have a mistake somewhere and I don't know where it is. So we go to Morph. I think we've done it now. Yeah. So we click on it and we're just repeating the same thing. We want it to be 20. And we want it to be white, but we can just create a new texture for it. Maybe we might want to try a different texture there when we are when we're trying to render. So I'm going to do a new texture, glossy white D29, and you want to go to Ctrl T and change the texture to 29, which is white. Now I'm going to drag it to position. So here it is. I click on it, Ctrl D, and so I want it to be at the same. You see this one, it is not where do you want this one? This one, let me place it somewhere like there, like 15 mm from the wall. You can attach it to the wall with a bar here at the middle. Then we come to the section, because now we want to make sure it is it is at the right position. So I drag it to here. Which is the right position for it, and can now have a look. So this end, I made a mistake, man. Whatever is it, that small thing that I was cutting out was supposed to go all the way to this corner, but it's not reaching the corner. But it is okay, no problema. Now I can click on this. I want to suspend groups, and I'm clicking on this. This one is the one at the top. I want to have it all the way to here, all the way to here, and again all the way to this point. And now we go to the 3D and we can see what we have. So this is what we have, and I'm going to the section tool. I click on it, and we're going to drag it upwards. Is it what have I clicked on, man? This one. We want to drag it, Ctrl D to this point, and we are gonna click on it at the top. I mean the one node, this node, and we can now edit the slab. Like I said, you are able to change the thickness of your slab whenever you are in the, what do we call this, in the section or elevation. So far that's what we have. Yeah, I think so far it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. So we can create some lights, maybe just one light here, then I will be able to place a light here, but I'm going to do that immediately after this. After I'm done with this, I will make one Twinmotion tutorial on the same, so that you see what we are trying to do. There's something that I wanted to do, but I've forgotten again. I'm forgetting. Or we can now edit this other part, but maybe we'll do it in a different tutorial because of time. I think this one is taking too long. Because of time, let's end it there. Or we can try. I think due to time, but let's see. This one is already at the middle, so I can click on both of them and click Ctrl T. I'm going to lower them a little to 20, let's say 2300. Provided we're able to see them in the section, you can edit the location. So section, and now you can adjust the location. So we want them to be at the center. I think this is our center, and you push them up. Yeah. Then you can try to adjust them this way. Okay, now we can click on this. We want to delete these two. We click here and we reduce it to maybe there. I'm just guessing, I don't know which amount I did. Click to reduce. Let me tell you right now. So I reduced it by 2200. Then now you want to adjust these two to be at the center of the 2200, so that eventually you have something that looks like this, that looks this way. But these two they are not at the center, so you can either try to play them within the section, or you can just do it from here. If I click Ctrl D and I pick them from this point, now I go to hunt for the center of this slab. The center is here, so this is the center, right? Yeah, this one. So this is the center. Now fuck, I take it back to the center there. But the easiest way is just to draw a line from here to the end, then you'll get the center. But I think there is okay. Now we are done. If there is any other thing, I'll do it later on, but for now, when we come back, we're going to take this one to Twinmotion so that you see some things that you've done so far. If you want, you can also make this one to look black, the top here and here, but for now I don't want. Or maybe I can do this one to look black. It just depends with like how much do you want to do something. Or you can do several of these instead of having one that is this big. you can just do from to this point like that, then you do several of them. Yeah, all you have to do is just to draw the line. Once you draw the line of what you want, then you go to Morph, then you choose the geometry type which you are using, polygonal, and you click, and you will be done. So